In Elon Musk's master plan Part 2, he outlined the next phase of Tesla's plan to transition the world to sustainable energy. One of Elon's key goals is to expand the electric vehicle product line to address all major segments. And so Tesla created the Cybertruck to take on the pickup truck market, which is especially large and highly lucrative in the United States. The segment is dominated by the top three players, Ford, GM, and Fiat Chrysler, which is now Stellantis. Ford's F-Series vehicles, namely the F-150, is one of the best-selling vehicles in the United States. The F-Series pickup trucks alone account for about 900,000 vehicles in the US and an additional 150,000 units in Canada. North America is the largest pickup truck market in the world, and Ford has been number one in the US for 44 years in a row. Now, although the passenger vehicle market, made up of sedans and SUVs, is a larger market, light trucks are much larger vehicles and use more fossil fuels, which is why Tesla is setting its crosshairs on this segment. Tesla has stated that the Cybertruck will begin production likely by the end of 2021 or early 2022 and will depend on the completion of the Texas Gigafactory in Austin. In order to take on these dominant players in the pickup truck market, Tesla isn't taking any chances and is bringing everything they've got to the party, including a page ripped out of none other than Apple's playbook. Now, why would Tesla follow in the footsteps of Apple in order to go head-to-head against the likes of Ford, GM, and other truck makers, and what exactly do they have in mind? Well, Apple is now the largest company on the planet. They make most of their money from the iPhone, and while Apple certainly has excellent technology, which only few players can rival, Apple's marketing team is second to none, except for maybe Tesla's marketing ability, which doesn't get enough credit given that Tesla has gotten to where it is today in the top 10 companies in the world by marketing without spending any advertising dollars. But this is besides the point. What helped get Apple to where it is today was an aggressive strategy to be the number one player in the phone market. In order to do this, Apple would copy the features of all of its competitors and perhaps make them better and add improvements. And in addition, they would throw in 200 of their own brand new features and then talk about everything as if they had invented or reinvented it like sliced bread. This is an excellent strategy because it gave the iPhone all of the features that customers would be looking for. No competitor had anything that Apple didn't have. And in addition, Apple made sure it was simple to use, they bolstered the offering with their ecosystem, and they told everyone about it. Most competitors who couldn't keep up with the speed of Apple's copying plus innovation strategy eventually went bankrupt, and only a few players remained, even though Apple reaps in the majority of the smartphone industry's profits even today. As a matter of fact, Facebook also plays a similar game by copying popular features from competitors and integrating them into their own products. For example, Facebook in the past has added Instagram Reels, similar to TikTok, Facebook Watch, similar to YouTube. Marketplace is becoming the new Kijiji or Craigslist. The running joke is that the company Snap, which makes Snapchat, is Facebook's innovation team because they come up with all of the ideas and Facebook quickly copies them and brings the features to hundreds of millions more users than anyone else can even dream of. Competitors can't do anything because they don't have the size and scale of Facebook's development team, and in the end, their entire apps are based around one major feature that fits in nicely with Facebook's ecosystem. But again, if you want to be number one, you can't take any chances. Now, going back to the automakers, they made this mistake in the past. When their industry was being threatened by higher quality Japanese vehicles, they were happy to give the market to the Japanese, and slowly they lost their dominance. While Tesla is a Silicon Valley company, and they're going to be taking the Apple and Facebook approach to dominate the pickup truck market. The Tesla Cybertruck is bringing some insane specs into the electric vehicle and pickup truck world. Their highest end offering, which is $70,000, on par with the low-end offering from many competitors, makes for an extremely compelling truck. Hot startup Rivian, which has a huge investment from Amazon, was originally started with the goal of offering consumers great adventure experiences. They want to occupy a niche market in which people can really connect to the environment. They have a camper where people can set up camp right out of the back of their electric trucks. However, Tesla has a camper of their own, with all of the utility of Rivian's and then some. Cybertruck's 6.5-foot bed makes Rivian's 4.5-foot bed seem tiny. Tesla's got plenty of storage and an oven accessory according to a recent patent which intends to integrate with the main center console. If Rivian fans were excited about their upcoming vehicles, then Cybertruck has all of that and then some. And before I forget, stop using Yahoo Finance, stop using Google Finance, and check out our website, themarketisopen.com, where we have instant stock quotes and financial data going back 10 years, and it's all freely available. Well, what about Ford's F-150 Lightning that they recently announced, their first electric pickup? However, Ford's vehicle is mainly just a regular F-150, but it happens to be electric. They aren't really bringing anything new to the table, and they believe that their customers expect this because Ford has had the best-selling truck for 44 years in a row, so drastic changes are out of the question. However, Ford has added 11 outlets. They will have 10 120-volt outlets and one 240-volt outlet in the truck bed. They say that their customers can use this to run their power tools or even power their houses during a power failure. Now, this is actually more of a case of Ford copying Tesla, as Elon Musk stated that Cybertruck will have outlets for powering tools, including the 240-volt connector. The Cybertruck has been intentionally designed to target the F-150, and Tesla has aimed to outdo Ford in every way in order to have its vehicle take the top spot. While Ford has preemptively copied an idea that Elon Musk put out in 2018, Tesla has been very quiet on what other features the Cybertruck may have in store. Competitors likely won't know until the vehicle has already been delivered, and at that point, it may be too late. And finally, Tesla is now targeting General Motors. The electric Hummer that GM is planning to produce doesn't actually bring much new to the table either. However, GM is trying to differentiate itself with a feature called the crab walk, in which the rear axle can turn the wheels, which can help when changing lanes or parking and moving around obstacles in a tight spot. This was literally the only thing that was grabbing people's attention that GM was using to differentiate its electric truck against the competition. However, Elon Musk just tweeted that Cybertruck will have rear wheel steering so that it can do tight turns and maneuver with high agility. Lots of other great things coming as well, according to Elon. And so this is basically a validation that this is the final nail in the coffin for GM. It just shows that Tesla is very blatantly going after popular competitor features and quickly integrating them at Tesla speed into their own product. Why would anyone want to choose between a Hummer that can do a crab walk, or an Amazon-backed Rivian that focuses on camping, or a Ford F-150 that boasts electrical outlets, when Tesla's Cybertruck will be able to do all of this and has more range and has a locking tonneau cover and will have self-driving and will have crazy acceleration and so on? Tesla is following the Apple playbook to the T, and so we already know how the story ends. Tesla also has a secret weapon, which is a wall of patents. These patents are open for anyone to use, and it's likely that every EV maker is making use of Tesla's intellectual property. Tesla will not sue anyone for copying their patents, but if anyone tries to sue Tesla, the patent wall immediately comes into play. Thus, Tesla's controversial strategy of opening up their patents to everyone will allow them to copy any features from challengers without worrying about the repercussions. These automakers can't possibly rival Tesla because Tesla keeps taking away what makes them unique. Furthermore, Tesla has experience bringing multiple EV platforms to market. They have a Gigafactory in Texas that's almost ready to produce Cybertrucks by the end of the year or early next year, and neither GM nor Ford can scale as they lack batteries, and Tesla's factory will include battery production. Keep in mind that Ford is having trouble scaling the Mach-E, as was highlighted by Holmar's catalog. However, pickup trucks will use multiple times as many batteries as a small sedan or SUV. Ford will have trouble scaling an electric F-150 because of this, and for some reason GM chose to focus on the Hummer, which had some of the worst fuel economy of any gas car, and therefore will require hundreds of batteries that GM is still working on bringing up. Thus, while legacy OEMs and new startup OEMs focus on bringing their first set of EVs to market, Tesla will have a head start with the ability to scale. It's truly game over if they give Tesla a wide open market to sell vehicles containing their very own features. So do you think it's a good idea for Tesla to integrate the crab walk feature into the Cybertruck, and let me know in the comments if you think that impacts GM's Hummer and makes it far less compelling if Cybertruck can do it too. Please hit the like button and subscribe, we would really appreciate that. And a huge shout out to all of our patrons that help to support our channel. Your support helps us to continue to make great content. Thank you guys so much for watching.